Hey, this is Bret the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
What is going on, listeners? Welcome to the Smacked Raw podcast, your one-stop shop for AEW and WWE recaps and reviews and predictions and anything else that we can come up with. We even got game shows on our podcast that Vince came up with. Game shows. Come on, man. We be coming up with some shit.
Yeah.
We are featured on WrestlingNewsWorld.com. You should check them guys out. Wrestling News World, excellent news source. They get some stuff that other people don't sometimes, and it's an excellent site. You should definitely go check it out. We are the exclusive recap podcast on said site. Go check out Belts by Dan. Let's get them out of the way so I do not forget it. Belts by Dan creates professional wrestling belts that you can have custom ones made, or you can have current belts you own modified. They make plates. And you go check them out and tell them Smacked Raw Pod sent you. You can find me on Twitter at 2 words. Can't see me. I don't tweet too often there like I used to, but I still tweet. I talk about Lacey Evans a lot because she's the greatest wrestler ever. You can find Kevin here at Kevin Crazy 316. He tweets more than I do. You can check out the show's Twitter at Smacked Raw Pod. You can find us on Stitcher. You can find us on Spotify and iTunes. Anywhere you find podcasts, we're there. Because Kyle will be all like, I'm going to put us there. There we are. However you want to hear your podcast, here we are. You can find us on YouTube. This will be on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's us. That's our intro. That's who we are. Tonight, we are here to talk about AEW Dynamite.
Woo!
Tonight
Holy
was a fresh
shit.
show.
Yeah, it was really, really good. And the thing is that, like, I wanted to mention, it kind of, like, I kind of thought it was going to be, like, maybe a going home show, you know, because, like, Fyter Fest. But it wasn't at all like a going home show.
It was nothing like a SmackDown going home show that I spent $200 to attend to watch videos on a big screen.
No, it was a little better than that.
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely good. I had a couple gripes about the show, but you can't. It's impossible to have a show where you don't have gripes. And also, fake. Vince posted in the chat that the Facebook caption has it as Wrestling Nude World. That wasn't me, so somebody else broke that. That one's not me. I'd LOL it thinking of that, but I wouldn't actually do it. I don't know who broke it. That wasn't me. Sorry, Facebook. To start the show tonight, they went. I think it's
enticing, frankly. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
We went straight into action tonight with Wardlow versus Luchasaurus. We had a big man match.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good match. Marco Stunt acting tough, though. Like, it was a lumberjack match.
I knew you were going to put that in
notes. It was a lumberjack match. Marco Stunt, you're not tough, dude. Even if you have 40 other lumberjacks around you, you're not tough. I'm sorry. I can't get behind it. I never will. I just can't do it. To start the match, Luchasaurus... No. Oh, God damn it. Bad notes. One of the dudes was outside of the ring, and the lumberjacks didn't do their job. You're supposed to beat the dude up and get him back in the ring, and they didn't do it. So they ended up back in the ring, and then they were thrown back out of the ring, and then the lumberjacks did their job. But Luchasaurus was like, roar, I'm a dinosaur, and got them all off. So, like, why try to do our job if he's a freaking dinosaur? It was all over the place. It was all over the place.
It was a little crazy, and they actually called this shit out right on commentary too about dudes not throwing them back in the ring. They were like, "What are they doing?" And I thought that was hilarious.
It's good stuff. I'm learning not to complain about stuff like that. Like at first, AEW made me pay attention to stuff like that, but not no more. I mean, it is what it is. I kind of feel
like they make self-aware jokes about it, so it makes it okay. You know what I'm saying?
We know what we're doing, but it's okay because you're still watching us.
Exactly. They're like, well, we fucked up there. We messed up there. And they're just like, you know, it's like, you'll appreciate this. It's like the scene in 8 Mile where Eminem's like, dude, come at me. all my shit. You know, what can you say about me? You know, that somebody hasn't already said. That I feel like that's what AEW is doing. It's perfect. It's so funny.
It's definitely good times. Botches we didn't get though. They're nailing the picture-in-picture call-outs.
Right?
They haven't botched one in like 3 weeks. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting to call out JR, man. Like, nope, botched it, bro. So, worth noting in this match, Wardlow hit a mean superplex. Like level of when the Raw ring collapsed ages ago when Big Show was in the match. That's the first thing I thought of. Jungle Boy tried helping Luchasaurus, ended up getting thrown into the Lumberjacks. And here comes Marco Stunt running in. He jumps off of the stairs trying to hit the Lumberjacks. Nobody did anything. They thought it was a mosquito. Like,
I know, yeah.
Get out of here. Luchasaurus hits a mean shooting star press off of the stage into the Lumberjacks. I thought that was great. But again, at this point, I stopped and I thought, okay, we got all this great action outside of the ring, but it's a Lumberjack match.
Right.
They're not supposed to be out there. They used the Lumberjack match as an excuse to have bodies flying all over the place. Cool, but AEW, you got me paying attention to things like that. Come on, what are you doing? Lucha hits a mean chokeslam combo. Kick chokeslam combo. He like kicked him in the face and then he roundhoused him and then he did a chokeslam. MJF distracts Rick Knox. Wardlow low blows, hits an F10. Luchasaurus loses. This made me sad. Yeah. I'm all about Luchasaurus, man. I'm all about Luchasaurus. I'm all about Jungle Boy. If only they had a third member so that they can get into the, 3-man tag teams that we got going on. Okay, bad joke, but I don't care. I don't like you, Marco Stunt. I don't like you. MJF jumps Jungle Boy. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I was going to say, I think that what we got later announced for Fyter Fest kind of made up for that kind of clusterfuck of a match.
I don't have any notes of anything that got announced, so I'm going to let you, what got announced?
Oh, it was doing a tag match with MJF, Wardlow, and Jurassic Express with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
Okay.
So I'm down for that. And I felt like that was kind of more what that was trying to sell was that match. And it did its job, But yeah, it was like for a Lumberjack match, like what the hell was the point in having a Lumberjack match? You could have just had, MJF and Marco Stunt and Luchasaurus at the ringside, and it would have had the same effect for the most part,
Yes, I do agree with you until we had how this segment ended. MJF jumps Jungle Boy, and then all hell breaks loose. The Lumberjacks all end up in the ring, and then you see Chuck E. Cheese and Hotter Than a Heat Vent Trent dressed up as Lumberjacks. I didn't even realize it was them. I'm like, oh my God.
Hotter Than a Heat Vent Trent. Yo, that was dope. That was dope.
AEW, sell it. I don't even want royalties. Just use it.
You heard it on Smack Raw Pod first, man. Hotter Than a Heat Vent Trent. Oh my God. Oh, I had to pause for that one. That was good, man. But yeah, that was awesome. I forgot about that. Them being dressed up like goddamn lumberjacks. That was pretty cool.
It's definitely good times. Yeah. I think they're gonna take the titles next week. The only problem with me thinking that is I'm gonna be more disappointed. Okay, I can't say that. I was gonna say more disappointed than Lacey Evans, like how she keeps losing. But no, I won't be. It's not that level. I'd much rather Lacey take a title than the Best Friends.
They're not losing. I can't see them losing.
They're not.
I really can't. I don't know.
This build up is just. I don't know. Like so much would be lost, like behind the scenes, story wise, if they do lose. Like everything will be deflated. But if they win, you still got the momentum going.
Right. That's the other thing I was gonna say. Long-term booking, I think it helps Best Friends a lot more than it hurts Kenny Omega and Adam Page, especially because those dudes they can singles, man. They're gonna fucking kill it, especially after having the belts for that, that long. So I think why not take it off of them? You know what I mean? And Yeah, so I'm all about it.
That's definitely valid. They can lose and get mad at each other and finally have the split that they've been teasing for months, and it'll be okay. The next Wednesday, the next Wednesday would be another Fyter Fest. The following Wednesday, when Fyter Fest isn't a thing no more, they can be like Kenny Omega singles, and everybody will just forget, and it'll be okay. But if the best friends lose,
yeah. Or better yet, you could even build like towards a match for like All Out or something like that, you know? So I don't know. The right call is the best friends. Like even my fandom aside, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just the right call.
There's no fandom aside. Okay. Best friends is real life. Okay. It's beyond kayfabe right there. Okay. It's beyond
Fair
kayfabe.
enough. Fair enough. Never bet against the best friends ever.
So next we had, I don't like Taz, man. I never have. I don't like Taz. I don't like him. They gave him his own segment, and they made it known that it's going to continue because they made it known this is the first installment of Technique by Taz. Yeah. I liked what they did. I just don't like Taz, man. I don't hate him. I don't see it. He explains why Brian Cage is the shit. And he had valid points. He's like, look at his big giant muscles twitching as they work together. And he does a spinny flip and punches him in the face. And he's strong boy. And it's explained well. But it's Taz, man.
I don't know. I like him. I've always liked him. But like, if he's not your cup of tea, I get it, man. Like, I wasn't like, it was a normal Taz promo for me, so it worked and it was cool, but I didn't think it was anything crazy. And of course he's gonna sell Brian Cage like a motherfucker. My girlfriend was talking about his muscles on his neck. She was like, that looks like you should be able to just pop those like a pimple, like. And I was like, she was like, like Dr. Pimple Popper and shit, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
Oh man, that's gonna be his next name now.
Yeah there you go.
That's great. But not liking Taz aside, this segment went well. Like, he explained it very well. Like, I can't explain it like he did. He explained why his turnbuckle clotheslines work, because his muscles twist, and why his finisher works, because he holds them in the air for 82 hours and all the blood rushes to their head. It was good. I just don't like Taz, man.
Yeah, you know what it kind of reminded me of is like those sports science things that they do on like NFL Sundays or whatever, when they're like, this dude throws the ball at 97 miles an hour and he can fucking kill you if it hits you in the head or whatever they say, It's cool. I dug it,
Speaking of which, real super fast, did you know that Calvin Johnson had a bigger catch radius than an elephant?
No.
Yeah, they sports scienced it, man. Like, if
shit.
you take his toes to his outreach in a half a circle radius, is bigger than an elephant. They photoshopped him in a circle and put an elephant, and he was bigger. It's a shame that he, retired early because he was on a garbage football team. Britt Baker and plexiglass is the content I need in my life.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I love Britt Baker. I absolutely love what she's doing. I think her hurting her knee was a blessing in disguise.
No shit.
Like, she was finally getting better, but now they're like, well, you can't wrestle, so we got to come up with something else. And what they came up with, boom. Her passing notes to Tony Schiavone. Like, I can't wait to hear what the note says. I absolutely can't wait. It's so good.
Well, yeah, and I forgot. She was, like, passing notes to him throughout the whole first match, too.
Yes.
I forgot about that. And it's really funny, too, because, like, it obviously, like, completely distracts Schiavone. And then, like, Excalibur will, like, reprimand him for it. And it's hilarious.
Right. It's so good. It's so good. After we're showing Britt Baker and plexiglass, they announced that Hikaru Shida is in action after the commercial break. And this made me sad because I made a realization that AEW is now saying when a competitor is in action, it means you're about to watch a squash match.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't tell me it's going to be a squash match. Okay? Now, if you have a viewer, don't tell me what's coming up after the commercial. You got your viewer. I'm going to stay. I'm going to watch it. I don't want to know it's a squash match. You give me more incentive to go take a piss break because okay, Sheeta's up next, but who's she fighting? I don't care. At first with the squash matches, I was like, cool, these might be a somebody. No, they're not. They're not going to be anybody. They're in squash matches.
Yeah, I hear you, but this whole segment was way bigger than the fucking squash match, man. Like,
valid.
Like, Sheeta felt like she went into the match to take care of business, and then she did what she wanted to afterwards.
Yes.
That was the energy I took away from it. She was just like, she looked at that chick in the ring as an obstacle, and she just took her out as quick as she could.
Yeah, she was gone in like 2 seconds. Sheeta comes out, and Penelope Ford starts talking shit. They go face to face. Ford slaps Sheeta. Sheeta goes in the ring, gets the squash in 2 seconds. So you could have did this without even having a match. Like,
yeah,
you could have done this in the back, maybe. I don't know. That's beside the point. The squash happens. Sheeta goes back out to the ring. She ends up punching Kip Sabian in the face.
I know.
Ford and Sheeta start going at it, and they plant the seed for the Fyter Fest title match. Do you think that Penelope Ford is ready for this match now? Like 2 weeks ago, you and I were both dogging on her. Like, not dogging, but like, she's not ready. But all of a sudden, I'm like, wait a second. I kind of want to see this match now.
Yeah, I'm not dogging on her as much as I was. I feel like she's getting the match mostly out of like availability, though, if I'm being perfectly honest. You know, because I don't think they want to do Nyla Sheeta Part 2 already, you know, because they just did that. Britt Baker's on the shelf, and so is Chris Statlander. You know, I mean, who else is there? You know what I mean? It's fine, it works, and you know, Sheeta's a great face, and Ford's a great heel. So I think they'll put on a good match. You know, don't get me wrong, but like, no, I don't know that I'm ready for, you know, Penelope Ford to be like in the title picture like that. Like I said, I feel like it's availability, and she should take as much take this opportunity seriously, because she's gonna, you know, this could be big for her.
You're gonna implant yourselves in our minds, like.
Yeah, exactly.
She's gonna lose. Like, I would put money on it. She's gonna lose.
Agreed.
I don't know. Like you just said, we were like I just said, we were dogging on her, and then like you said, we're not doing it as much now.
Yeah.
Is she gonna step up? That's the question. But what if they do have her take the title? Like, holy shit! Like, everybody be blindsided. Like, damn.
There's gonna be shenanigans if that happens. Kip Sabian's getting involved.
You got a Kip Sabian next to you. There's no way she's gonna win it without that. But it would make perfect sense because you have a Kip Sabian doing shenanigans. Them two are like known for the most shenanigans in AEW. So I mean,
that's true. That's true. You could be right about that. That's that could be like the wild card pick for Fyter Fest. Honestly,
right?
Like, because it does make sense. Man, it would take some balls to pull the trigger on that storyline, though.
They probably won't.
No,
especially since Sheeta just won it not too long ago. But you mentioned Nyla Rose. It's not in my notes, but I did just remember next week they have a Nyla Rose announcement.
They're saying that she's some big announcement. So that's all. Yeah, maybe it could be cool. Who knows?
It could be. You never know. Maybe she'll be a badass. I like her being a badass.
Yeah,
bitch.
I like Nyla Rose a lot. You know.
So following this, we had a press conference with Hager and Cody Rhodes. Yeah. Hager doesn't show up. He's not there. So Arn Anderson is asked if he's surprised. He was asked by ProWrestlingIllustrated.com. Was that it? Wrestling Illustrated?
You're doing way better than me, man. I have no idea.
I don't know. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't because I personally don't care about stuff like that. But you might, listeners. WrestlingIllustrated.com, ProWrestlingIllustrated.com, something or another. Somebody asked her, somebody that probably didn't even really work for that company, asked Arn Anderson if he's surprised that Jake Hager isn't there. Arn Anderson basically says it's not the right time for Hager to be going after Cody's title, and he's stupid for not showing up, and he talked trash about him, and he gonna lose. Cody's gonna take his title. And then Cody is asked by, I didn't catch who asked this question. I have no idea. Cody asked, how does it feel to be the first TNT champ? And he says it feels like hope. It feels like the American dream. He still believes in the American dream. He doesn't believe in fake wrestling. He believes in professional wrestling. He likes the taste of his own blood. He likes the taste of victory. He likes the taste of the grind and making it to the top legit and not fake. Jack Hager shows up in the middle, and they stand in the middle just like it's an MMA fight. Shout to you, Kyle. And Hager, like, they were posing for the picture, and Hager puts his freaking fist on
right in his face.
Cheek. I thought that was pretty good. Was that Hager's wife that was with him?
I think that's what Kyle said in the chat when that happened. Because I don't. Oh, he didn't. He didn't. No. Oh, I thought
he
did.
I missed it, but he didn't really fully answer me. So we'll assume that was Hager's wife. If not,
I have no idea.
Correct
what
me.
Was.
She ends up slapping Cody because when Hager put his fist on Cody's face, Cody slapped it away. She slaps Cody, and then rather than getting into it, Cody says, now is not the time. These seeds were planted very well for this TNT title match next week. Or it's probably going to be 2 weeks from now, or did they say? I don't know.
I don't remember. They did say, but I don't remember because they announced the cards for both of them. I think that it's next week, but I don't remember for sure.
I have a problem.
It's either next week or the week after.
That's why I mentioned earlier, I don't really know matches announced. I just don't pay attention to stuff like that. I should, but I don't. Sorry, guys. I don't. I just don't. Next week, they'll show me what they announced this week. We'll get there eventually.
Nah, I don't give a shit, man. Honestly, I just noticed what I noticed.
We had somebody that I think 2 weeks ago you brought to my attention that they were a thing. I just had no idea. Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela in a outside skit promo type deal. This was absolutely amazing. Like, I want me a Sonny Kiss t-shirt. I am so
he's amazing.
On board. I'm so on board with this guy. Like, he's a guy, right? Like, he's just a feminine guy. He's not a guy playing a female. Like,
yeah. He's gay.
Okay.
He's gay, but
I just want to make sure that, like,
super feminine.
That I'm calling him what I'm supposed to be calling him.
No, it's all good.
Shit like that. I'm trying to make sure I do it right. So they're at a convenience store. Joey Janela goes in. It's like a 7-Eleven or whatever. Goes in. He buys some pink sunglasses, which is one of the greatest things in the history of ever. And Sonny Kiss is outside, bending over, looking feminine. So some guys walk up like, damn, that's an ass. But all of a sudden, it's not a female. They go to pick on Sonny Kiss. Janela comes walking out. Sonny Kiss is whooping that ass. Sonny Kiss ends up doing a Johnny Cage splits nut punch, which is one of the greatest things in the history of ever, which I originally missed. Thank you, Kyle, for putting that in the chat. I'm so glad I got to see that. They ended up whooping that ass. This is going to be a good tag team. I like what they're doing with this.
They work for some reason too.
The only problem I see is it's already overloaded. Like, you got so many
the tag,
and you're gonna add another one in there. But that's okay. You can keep them at the bottom of the tag team card, and I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, you know what? I don't even care. You know, I have as many tag teams as you want. AEW, for whatever reason. They know how to book tag matches. I don't get us a mid-card tag team championship. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Keep it up. I love it. I love it.
I'm definitely down. I mean, even like there's been rumors of the 3-man tag team titles. Do it. Like, cool.
Yeah.
You're doing tag team wrestling, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm actually going to get into just a little more later on, and I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Colt Cabana and Brody Lee versus Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela. This was great.
Yeah, it was way better than it deserved to be, as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? Like, right. Yes. I understand that Janela and Kiss have been kind of hanging out, so they kind of have that chemistry a little bit. But like Brody Lee and Colt Cabana, just like, I mean, I know they've kind of been like, will they, won't they, or whatever. But like, you know, it was basically thrown together, you know?
It's definitely good. The only gripe I had about this match was Joey Janela didn't roll up in his pink star sunglasses that he bought. I mean, like, did they? Is it just me or did they miss an opportunity?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Definitely. Yeah. I do want to take a minute to plug that at the start of, I don't know if it was the start of this match. For whatever reason, this spot made me think of the fact that QT Marshall was supposed to be there tonight, But
that's right.
He was in contact with somebody that had COVID symptoms, so he bailed. Props to you. Like, straight up respect, man. And then I learned after the show that Moxley was supposed to be, he was supposed to have a match tonight, but he was in contact with somebody that was in contact with somebody that tested positive. Which I think the whole down the road thing is kind of iffy, but at the same time, respect. You said no, it's a maybe. So them two both back out of the show tonight to get tested. Hopefully they're good and they can be there next week.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. They did the right thing. I mean, it sucks that they didn't get to, go, but like that's more important than wrestling.
Better safe than sorry, man, for sure. Like, live to see another day. For sure. Anyway, Joey Janela and Sonny Kiss. I'm sad Joey Janela wasn't wearing the glasses. Like so. A little bit ago, I mentioned I kind of want a Sonny Kiss t-shirt. Sonny Kiss got the flipsy dudes, man.
For real. He does, man. Holy crap. I've never seen anybody like man, woman, or otherwise as flexible as that motherfucker, man. He can I don't get it. He can turn himself into a pretzel in like 2 seconds. He's a maniac. He's a total maniac.
Right. Like he had Brody Lee on the outside and he went to like flip over the ropes and Brody Lee said psych. So Kiss said psych and grabbed the ropes and just kicked them, and it was, man, it was so good.
It was good.
The only thing that made me sad was Cabana gets the pin after a spinny clothesline from Brody Lee, but we knew this was coming because these seeds were being planted for Cabana to join the Dark Order, which I think is going to happen next week.
Oh yeah, for sure. Or whenever their match is, because they got a match at Fyter Fest.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Now. It is a whole 2 weeks.
I can't remember who they're wrestling.
Yeah, they didn't actually say. I don't think they announced if this is next week or the week after.
I don't remember, but I agree. I feel like after they win that match is when Colt Cabana is gonna officially join the Dark Order.
I think it's gonna be at Fyter Fest, but I mean, I could be wrong.
No, that's that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, I thought you meant like win and then go to Dynamite and okay, I got you.
No. Like it's all gonna happen like right after the match.
Right.
That's what I feel like that would be super dope.
That would be good stuff. He definitely needs to join it though, because I think Colt Cabana is weak. It's I don't want to say stupid, but it's not. It's not a good character. I don't get it. And you know me, I like stupid characters. I like the dumb shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He needs a rematch, and the Dark Order is going to do that.
I'm surprised you don't like him, man. I mean, I'm not like, because like even his theme music and everything, like that screams Rob to me. Like
right, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't get it. Watch me. I don't like Dark Order, but like watch me love him once he becomes Dark Order. And he becomes like Brody Lee's right-hand
Dark Order
man.
sucks, but Colt Cabana's great.
He ends up overthrowing Brody Lee, and all of a sudden I got a Dark Order t-shirt.
I hope that happens.
So after this match, Lance Archer shows up. Joey Janela threw a freaking chair at him.
I know.
And Lance Archer's like, so? Like, dude, that's a metal chair. Like, I see how you can, like, take a shot to the back and, like, brace for it. But you got a chair thrown at you. You didn't phase you, man. Damn, you beast.
He's the Murder Hawk. Speaking of shirts, that shirt was awesome. The one that he had on, Lance Archer.
I didn't notice
that. When you get a chance, check that shit out. I want it, honestly.
I like t-shirts. Following this, though, SCU versus FTR.
Holy
match of the
shit.
night. Like, damn. These guys.
Yeah, I was speechless.
The best thing about this match, though, Britt Baker waves hi as FTR is walking by, and they ignore her, and it pissed her off.
I liked when they announced them, FTR, and they're like driving a pickup truck from Asheville, North Carolina.
Literally driving a pickup truck.
I died. I laughed so goddamn hard. That was perfect.
It's all about the little things. So they pissed Britt Baker off. Britt Baker writes a note to Tony Schiavone. If FTR can GTFO if they can't stop and say hi to the face of the women's division.
So good. So
FTR
good.
don't care about you, boo. Oh, it's so great. What's even greater is when they were walking away from the truck, I thought somebody needs to steal the truck. If not tonight, it needs to happen. Behold, somebody stole the truck after this match.
Yep.
FTR versus the Revival. Like, not versus the Revival, but the difference. I can't believe how much better these guys are in AEW. Vince McMahon. Watch this match and do something with yourself, dude.
Right? That was like pay-per-view caliber match for sure.
It was.
It was so good. Yeah, well, I mean, what was it? It had to have been close to half an hour. Close.
Yes.
You know? It didn't feel like it, though.
It didn't. And towards the end, there was so many false threes. That's one thing I love about AEW is they sometimes overdo the false threes, but it's in good spots. Like this match deserved every single one. I wanted it to end, but I didn't want it to end.
Yeah.
Like, there were so many good ones. But FTR took the cake with the Goodnight Express.
Yeah.
SCU had to go down, but I was going to call them the Revival. FTR went so over in this match. Like, I'm so ready for them to, I hate to say it, take out the best friends. Let my best friends win the belts. But then, come on. I mean, it's inevitable.
Yeah. No, you're right. And then the thing is, too, is that, like, I like the idea of FTR having the belts.
We did, Kyle. We did. Sorry. Kyle asked if we touched on the Sonny Kiss Johnny Cage nut punch. Yes, Kyle, I mentioned the nut punch. And I thank you for showing me the GIF in chat because I didn't see it.
Here's the thing, too, man, is that, like, I like the idea of FTR getting the belts. And then finally building to the match between them and the Young Bucks.
It has to be that a match. Well, it doesn't have to be a title match, but the caliber, if it is.
Could you imagine the stakes in a match like that? FTR versus the Bucks for the belts? Like, Jesus, man, you get out of here. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's got to be that, right? Like, it's got to be.
Yeah, and that's definitely a pay-per-view. It could be a main event. I mean, Moxley being the main event of said pay-per-view that we have no idea what it'll be. But, yeah, it's definitely going to be a pay-per-view caliber match.
Arguably could be a main event. FTR Bucks for the belts. Oh, my God. I think it'd be a main event. I can't think of a better match.
Yeah, that's valid. FTR would have never got a main event in WWE. I have to plug it again because Jesus Christ, I didn't give two shits about the Revival in WWE. Like, one thought I did have about this match is I'm gonna bring it up again, the Uzi Hot segment.
I knew it.
Part of the reason I thought that segment was so funny is because I didn't respect the Revival. I didn't hate them.
Yeah.
I didn't wish any evil upon them, but Vince didn't give me any reason to respect them. So, y'all got. But now, if that was FTR, I'd have been like, come on, bro. Like, that's funny and all, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, I hear you.
After this match, earlier I mentioned I thought someone should steal the truck. Here goes Butcher and Blade inside the truck, talking shit. Lucha Bros show up. They're in the ring with FTR.
So good.
And basically, Butcher and Blade say, let's have us an 8-man tag team match at Fyter Fest, and it's going to be Butcher and Blade and the Lucha Bros versus FTR and the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Like, so the two guys that we want, the four guys that we want fighting for the titles after my best friends get their runs and become the greatest wrestling tag team champions in the history of ever, they're going to be on the same team. And it's going to be so good.
Yes. Yes. That's the thing. It's like, it's part of planting those kinds of seeds with this kind of shit, you know? Like
yes.
You know, like we always say on this show, like WWE doesn't do that shit. And I don't care. And I know you don't care, but like when you notice it, you notice that extra spice. It tastes so good, and that's all part of this, man. I think anyway.
I think this match is going to top, because we all know Kenny Omega and Adam Page against the Young Bucks was probably one of the greatest tag team matches in history.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say the greatest, because I'm sure there's something better out there, but it's at the top. Oh my God.
Top 5.
I think this match is going to top it.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Like, you have the weakest link in the match is going to be Butcher and Blade, but they're not bad. So, like,
yeah,
let's do this thing. I'm so ready for it. I'm so ready for it.
Yeah.
And you have the opportunity to the Bucks and FTR win after it's going to be an excellent match. And then they're like, yay, we won. And then they beat each other up. You plant even more seeds.
Exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely.
And then, oh man, the Lucha Bros just being back is awesome. You know, like I'm down for that too. So, yeah.
I love the fact that they were in the ring with FTR. Meanwhile, Butcher and Blade were in the truck. And then, said and done, just before Butcher and Blade and the Lucha Bros stole their truck, the Lucha Bros did the thing that they do, and then they shoved it in their faces. Like, that was, oh man, so good.
That was dope.
So good. So following this, we had Omega and Paige in a best friends comparison promo.
So good.
This was the icing on the cake, because who wins this promo wins the belts, and the best friends won this promo.
I'd say, yeah.
Like even Omega and Paige at the end were like, they're good. They're gonna lose, but they're good. Like, you just said they're good. They gonna take your titles, man.
Mm-hmm.
Best friends mentioned they're hugging because it makes them stronger.
Yo, it was so funny when they did that part. I was like, it's really awesome and funny to me that one of the most over things in pro wrestling right now is two dudes hugging.
It's so great. Ramiro,
it's so funny.
Fidelio, what's going on, man? Thank you for being here. Thank you for checking us out. It's our first AEW stream. But yeah, speaking of the best friends, like them hugging, it's just so great, man.
It really is.
And it makes them stronger. Like, it's so great. And they're doing so well. Do you have their opponents on the opposite side of this promo right now saying they've paid their dues? They're good. They're good. And Omega and Paige, but then they counter that by saying, we chose to be us. We chose to be good. They've paid their dues. They moved up the ladder. They hit the ranks, but we one day just looked at each other and decided we're about to be tag team champs, and then they did it. That's an excellent rebuttal.
Yeah.
Like, that's an excellent rebuttal. And
that was fire.
It basically, the promo ends with Paige saying, we're going to take them weirdos out. I lost it. He called them weirdos. Yeah. I laughed so hard. It's so great.
Yeah. Well, and Omega's like, I don't even, like, I think we're good friends. And then Paige is like, definitely not best friends, though. Or something like that. It was good. It was good.
Ramiro Fidelio says what they think about Sami Zayn and his delusions of greatness. I haven't watched WWE in, like, I'm sorry. Is Sami Zayn, really. Is he a delusional character right now? Like, I've been paying attention on, like, the internet. I'm sorry. That's kind of bad. I run a wrestling podcast, and I don't watch the other guys. I'm sorry. Like, that's no shade at all. I'm a busy dude, man. So dude, is Sami Zayn, does he have a delusion of greatness right now? Wasn't he out? He was out. That's why he doesn't have the title no more. Did he come back?
Yeah, I didn't think he was back. I don't know.
Am I just misinterpreting your text in the chat? Let me know. I'm sorry if I completely botched what you said. I'm sorry. I see you, though. I appreciate you being here, man. I really do.
Yes, absolutely.
John Moxley promo. Where'd it go? I lost it in my notes. Oh no. There is no notes. Moxley dissed Cage. I'm going to win.
Yeah.
That's the promo. Generic.
Yeah, basically. I mean, it works, but it wasn't anything super memorable.
Johnny Cage versus some fucking jobber named Joe Cruz. Stop with the jobbers. Johnny Cage he's got muscles so big that they can be popped like pimples, according to Kevin's girlfriend. He's a big dude, tonight alone made me realize he can beat Jon Moxley. And that's kayfabe. Like, that's... I don't think Moxley's going to lose the title, but at the same time, here's this big dude that's running a rampage right now.
Yeah.
He can beat Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley's sinister, but Cage is just... He's a fucking beast.
Yep,
but
he really is.
Beat a jobber. This falls in the category of the War Raiders. Jobbing.
Yeah.
Well, not jobbing.
Yeah.
Fighting jobbers. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it.
No. You don't have to do it that many goddamn times. Like, it's cool, like, to do it once, like, a couple times. Like, especially for dudes like, Brian Cage and the Viking Raiders, because they're supposed to be big and scary, so they should go out and win a couple matches, like, super quick like that. But you don't have to do, like, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them in the goddamn same row.
Not to mention,
you know what I mean?
Like 90 pounds, man. Like, he can wrestle a Marco Stunt and it'd be a good match. Like, and what got me even more was I felt kind of like, if it was me, I would have been kind of like, ugh. They were like, the name's Joe Cruz. His family is watching, so we got to at least get his name out there. Way to make him look like even more of a piece of shit.
I know.
Like, come on, JR. What are you doing, man? I would have rather just had my name not said. Like, it was even in my notes that this guy's such a jobber, he doesn't have a name, but then they said it, so I deleted it.
Jesus Christ.
But
I hear you, though. I hear you.
Legit say Cage versus some jobber that doesn't even have a name. But then his family's watching. Yeah, way to make him pay attention more than I'm getting my ass whipped in 30 seconds by Godzilla. Come on, man.
By Godzilla.
So the whole point of this job, which you could have done it by having Cage just come out. Like, you could have had Tony Schiavone say, next we have, here's Cage and Taz saying, psych, that's not what's next. We're next. Talking shit about Jon Moxley. He's at home being a piece of doo-doo, which he's at home being an excellent citizen and not exposing other people. That's beside the point. He's at home sitting on his ass on the couch being lazy, and Cage is going to beat him, take his title, yada, yada. So it's a jobber into a generic promo.
I mean, it did its job, but yeah, I hear you. I mean, we just don't need any more of that stuff, really. I mean, you definitely didn't. You're right. You definitely didn't need the squash match. You could have done something a little bit more, even creative. With Brian Cage being there, and who knows? Maybe they did have something planned because Moxley was supposed to have a match. So maybe this was just their last second okay, we got to make Cage look like a badass. Who knows? But it was what it was. It was really probably the only lull in the whole night, though. Honestly, Yeah,
it very well could have been. You say lull. Oh wait, no, that's next. Hold on, we got something. I'm gonna hold that one. I'm gonna hold your lull thing, and I'm gonna flip it a little bit after we talk about the Brody Lee Colt Cabana promo. And they basically get on promo, and Brody Lee's like, how do you feel? And Colt Cabana's like, oh my God, I won for a change, and it feels amazing. And Brody Lee's like, yeah, the Dark Order are winners. And Brody Lee's like, oh yeah? Or Colt Cabana's like, oh yeah, you guys are winners. And then Brody Lee says, yeah, that's why we're going to fight SCU at Fyter Fest. Boom.
There you go.
SCU and Colt Cabana and Brody Lee are fighting at Fyter Fest. This is the match that Brody Lee and Colt Cabana are going to win, and Colt Cabana is going to accept his mask.
Well, it's a 6-man, so all three members of because it was like one of the other Dark Order members, like one of the numbered ones, I can't remember, and all three SCU guys. Okay. I'm pretty sure because I remember thinking to myself, I thought Scorpio Sky was going to be going on a singles run, and then they announced that match. Okay,
I'm down for it. Maybe this is what's going to break up and send Scorpio Sky on a singles run because they're going to lose.
Yeah.
SCU is going to lose. Maybe that'll be the last straw for Scorpio Sky. He'll get mad, like, screw you guys, I don't want to hang out with you no more.
Well, they've been rumored to, break SCU up for a long time, so maybe. That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. So, okay, that's apparently a 3-man tag. I didn't catch that. I'm okay with that. One thing I'm also okay with is a Britt Baker promo. She's definitely amazing. She says, talking to Big Swole, I might have been in a dumpster for 9 to 10 hours, but you're a bigger piece of trash. Big Swole shows up, starts banging on the glass. Britt Baker's like, it's soundproof. I can't hear you. So Big Swole runs away, and then she comes back, and she dumps trash inside of the cube.
So good.
I can't wait for these two to wrestle.
Oh, they're going to tear each other apart. It's going to be awesome.
This build is absolutely amazing. It's good.
I like how they're doing it while she's fucking hurt, too.
Yes. Yes. They're not waiting. Like, pull the trigger. Yeah. Oh, what can we do with Britt Baker? Have her sit in a cube and talk shit about everybody.
And it works. She doesn't look like a wimp. Like, she looks fucking strong, you know?
You know what else we can do? Have her pass funny notes to Tony Schiavone.
I know. It's so good. Like, they figured Britt Baker out, and it works so well.
Yes. And all night, it's not on my notes. I just randomly remembered she's talking about giving everybody freaking dental insurance.
Yeah. Oh, she said something about like Luchasaurus's tongue or something like that too. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, that's perfect. Oh my God.
It's so good. Britt Baker's an absolute gem. She needs to be the next champion. Like, imagine her doing what she's doing now with the belt.
Oh my God. Yeah. I never thought I would goddamn say that either, man, because I was not a fan of Britt Baker at first. I was not. I did not like her at all.
No, not at all. She's definitely gotten better. And you can have like, the belt on her shoulder, and like some shit she could say would be like Swole comes up and talks shit or something, and she'd be like, I don't know, I can't see you. The light's gleaming off my belt in my eyes. Boom. Yeah. Like that's, oh my God.
Yeah. Perfect.
Book it.
Oh yeah. No, I totally agree. She's gonna be a champion at some point. I guarantee it. You know, like she's really over right now as a heel. You know, most improved AEW wrestler probably since they started for sure.
So Kyle's in chat and he says, "My wife says she loves your laugh, Kev. Watch it. You're not allowed to laugh no more. So we got to get serious." No laughing.
I can't help it if the ladies love me, man. I mean,
it's valid.
I don't blame her.
I'm not a lady. I love Kevin. Just throwing that out.
I love you. I love you too, man.
So following this match, we had Broken Matt Hardy versus Santana. Hardy seemed hurt. Was it just me, or was because like he almost got thrown in the turnbuckle and then he kind of didn't get thrown into the turnbuckle, and he was limping around, and I don't know.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Now that you mention it, he seemed like he wasn't quite going as hard as he usually does.
Right. You know? He was like getting thrown into the ropes, and then he stopped, and it looked really funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, overlooking it.
This could have been something too that, you know, with the Sammy Guevara stuff. You know what I mean? Like. Because this was a match that was thrown together like very last minute, obviously too. I mean, I feel like they kind of just did what they could, you know. And maybe Matt Hardy was, you know, injured or something. But yeah, I don't know. This match kind of didn't have quite the spice.
Right.
It wasn't bad though.
It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't. I don't know, nothing worth super noting. Except the fact that Matt Hardy had a twist of fate, went for the pin, Ortiz distracts the ref, and it turned into a Hardy roll-up. Yeah. I kind of looked away taking a note. But Hardy gets the roll-up. Apparently, Santana could have got the win, but Tony Schiavone says he took a half a second longer than he should. Matt Hardy reversed the pin and got the 1-2-3. In comes Ortiz into the ring, and he starts hitting Hardy with his sock and balls, and Santana and Ortiz beating up Hardy, and out comes Private Party. And before our very eyes, we were witnessing a Private Party Hardy party. It was good times. It was good times. Yeah. But you could definitely tell this was all thrown together. It had zero meaning. It was just there. Speaking of something with meaning, though, we had our main event. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah, the whole thing.
I love me some Chris Jericho.
Yep.
Until you talk shit and you call Orange Cassidy boring. Dude. Orange Cassidy is the best thing in AEW. And you gonna call him boring. Jericho starts saying, he says it like 4 times. Why did the chicken cross the road?
I know.
And I'm like, what is this guy doing? He goes, you see how that joke's annoying and boring? That's Orange Cassidy. That's the minute I'm like, I don't like you no more, Chris. I don't like you.
I know.
Orange Cassidy is not boring. It's excellent.
Yeah.
Put your hands in your pockets and do a suicide dives. That's amazing. It's amazing. It's actually right here in the note. For the first time ever, I want to tell Chris Jericho to shut his ass. Right there.
Yes.
Jericho says Orange Cassidy got himself over because he's different, because he was told, I didn't catch who he said, but somebody told Chris Jericho back in the day, you got to be different if you want to make it. Orange Cassidy's different. He's different. He definitely did it on his own. And then he told Orange, don't try that shin kick shit on me or I will stomp the shit out of you. Then he told him he's going to make him run out of juice. And then he said, that's a joke. That's a joke. It was a joke. That was fucking funny.
It was funny. Yeah. It was good because it was Chris Jericho.
Yes. I kind of gained some more respect after he made it go away. I gave him some back. And it's good times. Cassidy does the chin kicks. 2 minutes.
Oh, it was
Chris
so
Jericho
good.
says, if you try that shit, I'm going to beat your ass. Orange is like, okay. And he does them. And he got him all the way through, all the way to the crowd. Oh. And then Chris Jericho broke Orange Cassidy's glasses.
Well, you forgot, though. He takes the microphone away from Jericho. Like he's going to say something. And then he, like, bends down and gently sets it on the ring. And then he starts doing, like, the shin kick stuff.
I didn't catch that part. I didn't see that part.
Oh, it was so good.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So Cassidy ends up spearing, well, not spearing, but taking down Chris Jericho, starts punching him, and they end up fighting in the stands, whooping each other's ass across the seats. And the seeds were planted for this Fyter Fest.
Yeah.
I'm so ready for this match. The show ends. So the promo starts with Jericho saying Orange Cassidy is boring. The promo ends with Chris Jericho put through a table and the Best Friends music playing.
So good. and Orange Cassidy doing his thumbs up. It was so awesome. And he had like another pair of goddamn sunglasses somehow too. I don't even know where the hell they came from.
So great.
Like, yeah.
I absolutely love me some Orange Cassidy. And they're playing him right. Like, like you stop and think, okay, this guy's cool and all, but what do you do with him? This.
Yep.
You pair him with Chris Jericho. Like, it's so great. Jericho's the type to tell people to shut their ass and call them stupid idiots. And then he calls Cassidy a stupid idiot. And then he's put through a table. It's so great. I'm so ready for this freaking match. This match, I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah, I think it's the hardest one to call, honestly, probably of all of the matches that I can think of off the top of my head at Fyter Fest, honestly.
Right.
You know?
Like, you'd think Orange Cassidy's going to win, but at the same time, like, Orange Cassidy doesn't really have anywhere to go. He's not championship material. He's not, I mean, he could be TNT championship material, but his character isn't top card material. So he can lose and still be okay.
Yeah, you're right. But I think if he wins this match, that might give him some championship credentials or like credibility. You know what I mean?
Still, at the same time, I don't know, man. He's never gonna
I hear you. I don't know that, like, I think you're right. I mean, I just think his gimmick doesn't quite work for that stuff. But think about if he was, how funny that shit would be. How he wouldn't care about being champion and shit like that. And he'd be like, you know, I have to carry this fucking belt around and shit like that. You know, it would just be really, I don't know. Yeah. I think you could make it work, but like, I hear you though. I don't know if it would work for a long time, even if it did work, you know?
Maybe a week and then have him lose.
Yeah. Just as like a gag, be like, yo, Cassidy won the belt.
That'd be good times. So that was it. That was our Dynamite. And yeah, It was good.
It was a really good show. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, FTR and SCU. Oh my God! Like if you don't watch anything from Dynamite this night, watch that match because holy shit, was it good!
I'm definitely ready for more. And like seeing, like we said earlier, FTR is better than the Revival. The Revival was trash. Vince did not take care of them. He didn't make anybody care about them. And now you have FTR against SCU in an excellent, absolutely excellent wrestling match. Imagine that with the Young Bucks with the titles on the line. Oh my!
I can't. They've got to do it. They've got to do it. Like,
and it's got. Oh my God! It's freaking main event caliber, man. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica Tyson, that's Kyle's wifey, says, love y'all's chemistry. We got some chemistry, and she loves your laugh, bro. Uh-oh.
Jesus.
That does mean a lot, though. Thank you. I do love my tag team partner. I love doing this show.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
But, yep, that was it. The main thing we got from tonight was FTR is the shit, and they're doing it right.
Fuck yeah. Yep.
And now they have even more reason to be badass because their truck got stolen.
I know. And like the thing was too is like they couldn't have picked two better teams to like be the ones that stole them too, because like the Butcher and Blade put on a banger of a match with FTR the other week, and the Lucha Bros could put on a good match with any of those goddamn teams too. So
it's definitely gonna be good. It's gonna be a highlight of FTR Young Bucks. They're gonna be on the same team. Oh man,
I know.
I'm so ready for it. I'm so ready.
Absolutely. So
that's it. That's our show.
Yeah.
Anybody who listened, thank you. You guys mean a lot. This was our first stream.
Yeah.
We always record and upload to YouTube or whatever. But this was our first stream. Thank you, anybody who lurked. Lurkers count. Shout to y'all. Catch us next week after Fighter Fest. Oh, Saturday. No, Saturday. Aren't we supposed to?
Yeah. We're doing predictions.
Yeah, prediction. We'll
for Fighter
that
Fest.
too. 9:00 Eastern, Saturday. Predictions.
We have Matt Riddle. Matt Ritter.
Every intention of calling him Matt Riddle. And if you're listening, bro, and you see this, expect me to talk about Chuck Taylor and how much you love him. Just saying.
But we're excited to have him come on too.
Yes.
So
yes, him and I have some chemistry on Twitter. I'm excited. It's
good
times.
He's
what
a good
I like
guy.
about him is he doesn't take it serious. We drop jokes and he drops jokes back.
Yep.
That's the fun.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, subscribe. Anything you like, anything you don't like. Matt Riddle, Kyle's in the chat. Kyle, I thought you were leaving, and then here you and wifey are both in the chat because y'all just love some, Kevin Rude, some Crazy Rude. Yeah, that's what it is, Crazy Rude. Thank you guys for listening. I'm gonna cut this off before I ramble even more. Check us out, like, subscribe, high five, y'all.
Peace.